Konflik antara Rusia dengan Ukraina telah berlangsung 6 bulan lebih, tapi belum ada indikasi kapan akan berakhir.
The two sides' objectives in this conflict, I think, are obviously fundamentally incompatible with one another. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has basically said that he won't stop fighting until Ukraine has reestablished control over all of Ukraine's territory. Putin, on the other hand, as long as the fighting, as long as the war isn't destabilizing his regime at home, isn't costing him too much domestically, I think he intends to keep fighting until he takes as much of Ukraine's territory as he can, until he destabilizes the government as much as he possibly can.
Amerika Serikat dan negara-negara barat terus berupaya menekan Rusia dengan sanksi, termasuk pematokan harga minyak Rusia.
The impact of our efforts to implement a price cap is already bearing fruit. Reports show that Russia is already offering steep discounts, as much as 30%, and long-term contracts to some countries. This also demonstrates that Russia is planning to continue supplying its oil and willing to swallow bigger discounts.
Tapi dampak sanksi juga dirasakan sekutu-sekutu Amerika Serikat di Eropa yang tadinya bergantung pada energi Rusia.
So the cost of the sanctions are much higher in Europe than they are in Russia. Their revenues have increased.
Pada saat yang sama, menurut ekonom Johns Hopkins University ini, ada langkah maju dalam pemulihan ekspor gandum dan biji-bijian lain Ukraina yang diupayakan Turki, PBB, Ukraina, dan Rusia. Turki telah menawarkan diri sebagai mediator, demikian juga Indonesia yang tahun ini memegang presidensi kelompok G20. Presiden Republik Indonesia Joko Widodo dalam lawatannya ke Rusia dan Ukraina beberapa bulan lalu juga menawarkan forum G20 sebagai forum mencapai kesepakatan damai. Khususnya bila Presiden Rusia Vladimir Putin dan Presiden Ukraina Volodymyr Zelensky mau hadir secara fisik dalam KTT di Bali. Dubes Ukraina untuk Indonesia mendukung niat baik Indonesia, namun ia tidak yakin apakah akan membuahkan hasil.
But I don't see the point. How can you negotiate with the guy who now is losing the war, he is losing the initiative, he is under sanctions? Another, the hatred of all Ukrainian nation.
Presiden Putin telah mengindikasikan akan hadir fisik dalam KTT G20. Sementara Presiden Zelensky belum memutuskan.
The situation in Ukraine, if it's still under huge shelling, bombing, and under attack, the leader of the country simply cannot leave the country for a long time. And this will not be just a visit to the neighboring country. It will be long way, long trip, and it will be like at least 5 days away from Ukraine.
VOA berupaya mewawancarai Dubes Rusia untuk Indonesia untuk menjelaskan kebijakan pemerintahan Putin, tapi belum mendapat respon. Dari Washington DC, Yuni Salim dan tim VOA.